Hey everyone, and welcome to the $1 million portfolio journey. Today it is Tuesday, 6th of May 2025. It's around 1 o'clock here in London, and I'm gonna do an investment for today, which is gonna be £500 into my stocks and shares ISA account. So, for all my new viewers, just wanted to say that this channel is all about building a $1 million portfolio. So I have 4 rules when it comes to building this portfolio. And the first rule is I'm a very long-term investor. So anything that I purchase today, I will not be selling for the next 5 years, and I will try to keep it for at least 10 years. So that's the first rule. The second rule is I'm a very aggressive investor. So I invest something every day. My target is to invest at least £300 a day, but I've tried to take that up to £500 a day. I've been successful. I'm going to try and keep it at £500 a day. But my ultimate target is to reach £1,000 a day of investing into the stock market. So that's rule number 2. I'm a very aggressive investor. Rule number 3 is I'm a very volatile investor as well. So I only invest in volatile shares. So companies like Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Nvidia. So I always try to find companies that have long-term potential but are very volatile over the short term. The reason for this is I'm not too concerned about the short-term volatility. My portfolio could go down by 80%. I wouldn't be too concerned. I'm looking at the long-term picture, like 5 to 10 years from now. So that's why I'm not too worried or too concerned about these fluctuations. I'm more concerned about accumulating as many units as I can at a cheap price. So that's rule number 3. I'm a very volatile investor. Rule number 4 is I'm I try to be a very tax efficient investor as well. So here in the UK, we have quite a few tax efficient financial instruments like a stocks and shares ISA, where you can invest up to £20,000 every tax year without being subject to capital gains tax. And also we have a retirement account called a SIP, where you can invest some money in the SIP, a maximum up to £60,000, and you will receive tax relief from the government of about 20%. So again, what I do is I always max out my tax efficient investment vehicles before I go into my general investment account. So I try to do that for my entire family, and once I've exhausted all the tax efficient routes, then I start investing in my general investment account. So rule number 4 is I'm a very tax efficient investor. And basically what this portfolio is focusing on is AI, autonomy, and Bitcoin. So basically I think the future is going to revolve around artificial intelligence. The future is going to revolve around transportation being autonomous, and Bitcoin is going to play a big part in the future. So I'm trying to get into these financial instruments, these trends, these mega trends as soon as possible. So when it does actually, start increasing, I should see a big upside. So I'm hoping that there's going to be a very large upside, and I'm going to reach that $1 million goal sooner than later. So let's get into it. Before I do my investment for the day, let's have a look at my portfolio at the moment. So my general investment account stands just under 40k. My stocks and shares ISA just under 20k, and my self-invested personal pension just over 35k. So when I take into account all my brokerage accounts for my kids, my family, everything, we have around 110 to 115,000 pounds, which is roughly about $150,000. So I'm about 6x away from our $1 million portfolio. So we're going in the right direction. I'm hoping to reach that $1 million within year 3 and year 4, hopefully sooner, but I'm aggressively investing the money, so hopefully, I'm going to get there sooner than later. So let's see how each individual portfolio is doing. So if we look at the general investment account, zoom out to the max, we can see that I'm up about 22.5k in my general investment account, which is great. If I go into my stocks and shares ISA and we zoom out to the max, I'm down around 4k. And if we go into the SIP, we will see I'm up around 2.5k. So again, I'm more up than down, which is great, but again, I'm not too concerned about these fluctuations. I'm looking at the long-term goal. My short-term goal is to get to 500 shares in Tesla, 200 in MicroStrategy, and 200 in Nvidia. I'll be updating how many shares I have in each company once I've done the investment. So now that we've had a look at the portfolio, let's drill down to the companies. Now let's have a look at Tesla. So Tesla, how is it doing today? So today it's down around 2%. Pre-market, so the market as a whole is going to be down today. So again, not too concerned. 3 months down around 30%, maximum up around 430%, but as you can see, it's off its high, so a very, very big discount indeed. Let's have a look at MicroStrategy. So MicroStrategy is trading at 379 pre-market, down about 2%. Last 3 months up around 12%, maximum up around 3000%, off its highs, off its lows, so it is trading at a discount. But my price target for MicroStrategy is around 3600. My price target for Tesla is around 2800 by 2030. So I'm trying to accumulate as many MicroStrategy units as possible because I have a lot of Tesla units. So I'm trying to bulk up my MicroStrategy, and then after I do that, I'm going to be bulking up my Nvidia as well. So let's have a look at Nvidia now. So Nvidia is trading around $112, down around 1%. Last 3 months down around 10%. So again, lots of discounts, and maximum it is up around 1400%. But again, as you can see, it is off its high. So again, a lot of discounts here as well. So again, it's looking good. A lot of discounts available. I'm not sure how long these prices are going to remain, and then again, it could go down even further. But like I said, my main concern is to try and get as many units as possible. So I'm going to be investing in MicroStrategy right now. So I'm going to go into my ISA account, go to MicroStrategy. I'm going to top up my account with £500. So I'm just going to top up now. So this takes a minute. So I'm going to continue. So hopefully that's done. It's an instant transfer to my brokerage account, which is free trade. Top up should arrive instantaneously, which it has, and now I'm free to invest the money. But before I invest, I just want to see how much I have remaining in my ISA. So if you look at the top right hand corner, you will see that I have exactly £15,350 remaining to invest through my ISA. So I'm going to try and do that as soon as possible for my account and my family's account. So I'm just going to go into my portfolio now, and I'm going to be purchasing MicroStrategy. So it looks like it hasn't updated, so I'm just going to update it again. So So yeah, so I've updated it now and it does reflect the 500. So I'm going to be getting 1.7527 shares. So I'm just going to make a note of that. So I'm just confirming the order, sending it through. So because it's pre-market, we have pre-market hours, extended hours by, I've done that, and it's showing here MicroStrategy extended hours order by complete. So that's been done. So I've been able to get 1.7496 shares in MicroStrategy. So that's done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go to my spreadsheet and update how many units I have in each of these companies. So I'm just going to add this as well, which is 1.7496. So I'm going to update that. And then I'm just going to have a look at how many shares I hold in each company now. So we hold in Tesla just over 450 shares. In MicroStrategy, it's 66.8 shares, so nearly 67. And in Nvidia, I hold just over 34 shares. My target for Tesla is 500 shares. That's my first target. For MicroStrategy, it is 200 shares. And for Nvidia, it's 34 shares. So again, I'm a long way away from MicroStrategy and Nvidia, which is why I'm building up the position. I've more or less reached 500 for Tesla. I'm expecting a tax relief amount to come into my SIP account, so I'm going to be purchasing more MicroStrategy with that. So again, everything is looking good, everything is going in the right direction. I'm happy with the progress that I'm making. I'm going to be working hard. I'm working hard like 7 days a week, nearly like 12 to 14 hours a day on my businesses, on my freelances, on my freelancing work, on my employment as well. So I'm trying to earn as much money as possible, and then set aside money for the household bills, set aside money for taxation. Whatever I then have remaining, I just try and pump it into the stock market. So I'm trying to pump it in as much as possible. So hopefully I should reach that $1 million dollar portfolio soon. So join me on my journey, subscribe to my channel, like the video. I have just over 1,000 subscribers at the moment, so I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. So hopefully you enjoy the content, you find it valuable. If you do, like and subscribe. And what I would say to you is go to your own go on your own journey. You don't have to invest just once a month. Like everyone says, invest £50 a month, but it doesn't have to be like that. If you want to, you can invest more. Like, take charge of your investments, learn more about investments, invest every day, find some companies that you really believe in. I believe in these companies. I believe in Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Nvidia. I know it's going to be a bumpy ride. I know there's going to be lots of ups and downs, but I've done a deep dive into these companies and I believe in them. I believe in their future, which is why I'm purchasing as much as possible. I'm actually, putting my money where my mouth is, if that makes sense. So, I'm long for Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Nvidia over the long term, and I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna check in. I'm gonna look at the facts only. I'm not gonna be brainwashed by like short-term news or anything like that. I've got my I've got my focus on the long term, and I believe in AI, I believe in autonomy, and I believe in Bitcoin, and it's going to be adopted very quickly, very soon. So I'm trying to get into this mega trend as soon as possible so I can profit from it. So yeah, go on your own journey and see where it takes you. And I don't think we have to like wait 30, 40, 50 years to build a 1 million dollar portfolio, if you put in the effort, if you do your research, if you believe in the companies, if the data is telling you like these companies will grow and you believe in them, then you have more conviction and you can put more money in. So take charge of your investments, reach your investment goals sooner. It doesn't mean you have to retire in a couple of years. I mean, I plan to work all my life until I die, so I enjoy what I do, so I'm going to keep on working. But building this portfolio is something that I enjoy as well. So take command, take charge of your investment future and see where it leads to. So that's it for today. Join me tomorrow where I will bring you another portfolio and update, and I will try to invest another £500 into my ISA as well. So I will speak to you then. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.